We do not care.
To be a Steeler is to consider others before you consider yourself. To protect your brother, even from himself. To give support at your own expense. And when wearing the black and gold suit of armor, and make sure nobody desecrates it, disrespects it. Most importantly, we ourselves don't dishonor it. From previous legends who have donned the black and gold. These virtues I learned while playing for the Steelers are what make the legacy of the black and gold timeless. They are passed down in the locker room from the steel curtain to anyone who valiantly wears the black and gold. Creating a brotherhood that is deeper than money, business, and winning. To be a Steeler is to consider others before you consider yourself. This is our culture, Steeler culture.
Now, here are your hosts, Rob and Dan, the Steel Twins.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thursday Night Football is bound to be an absolute snooze fest.
Boy, don't we got an exciting matchup this week, huh?
The worst Thursday Night Football matchup this season.
This might be the worst NFL game all season, if we're being completely honest with you, dude.
We got the New England Patriots at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both teams on a short week. Both teams coming off devastating losses. More so the Steelers. More so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Than really disappointing.
Right.
So 10 years ago, this would have been a must-see matchup. You know, everybody would have been wanting to see this. You know, prime time. You know, you got the Patriots, you got the Steelers, you got Belichick and Tomlin. You know, head coaches clashing 10 years ago.
Wait a minute. Whoa, time out. It would have been must-seen, but we know what the end result would have been.
As an NFL fan, though, it's still the Patriots-Steelers. It's still a fun matchup.
Yeah, but it always ended the same way, didn't it?
And who's to say that it possibly don't happen?
No, that's not happening.
Are you sure?
What happened this past Sunday is not happening this Thursday to the Steelers.
Are you sure?
They might lose, but they're not going to get blown out.
Well, I'm not talking about blown out. You know, just losing.
Oh, losing? Yeah, that's a possibility.
I'm not talking about blown out. You think I'm saying Bailey Zappe's going to blow us out?
I would hope not.
If that were to happen, then
what I'm saying is 10 years ago, yes, this would have been a must-see matchup. This would have been a primetime matchup.
That's what I was trying to say.
But we all know in most Steelers Patriots fashion, man, this game, man, think of it how you want. Think of these two teams how you want. This is a personal matchup for a lot of Steelers fans. This is very personal for obvious reasons. In fact, I think Mike Tomlin is. I don't know if my record or my stats are correct, but I think he's like 4-8 versus the Patriots. I think.
Yeah.
Well, at least versus Bill Belichick, rather. So I mean, recently it's been good for the Steelers because it's been obviously the post-Tom Brady era for the Patriots, and they still have yet to recover. They are arguably the worst team in the NFL. They have the second worst record in the NFL.
Yeah.
For a second straight week, the Steelers are facing a team with the second worst record in the league. 2-10 teams. And let me tell you, as a Steelers fan, I couldn't be any more happy to see the Patriots at the bottom of the barrel of the AFC East and in the AFC entirely. I think they have the worst record in the conference.
Yeah, they do.
So it makes me proud to say that and to see the Patriots fail after dominating the NFL for 20 plus years, right? It pleases me. It does. You know? Again, this game will be personal for a lot of people. But this game, make no mistake about it, view it however you want. This game is going to suck. This is going to be a snooze fest. This is going to be boring, man.
And I think it's pretty fitting that.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of the lowest viewed games of the year. And we're talking the NFL that always gets viewers watching. This past Monday night game, the Bengals and the Jags got over 16 million live viewers.
Yeah.
Like they get people watching. This game might be one of the lowest watch, I swear to God. No one's going to want to watch Thursday Night Football, the Steelers and Patriots, two of the worst scoring offenses in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think it's fitting that two teams like that are playing on Thursday Night Football, to which the Thursday Night Football logo looks very identical to the Vicks NyQuil logo, hence why this is pretty fitting, why it's on display.
Yeah.
And it will be on display for Thursday night.
This might be empty before halftime. I'm not joking.
If the game ain't going to put us to sleep, this sure as hell well. Believe me, this shit works.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready for Mitchell Trubisky versus Bailey Zappe on primetime football. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll be real with you, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know even how to start this preview. I don't. There's not much to get into. There's not much excitement heading into this game. There's actually zero, as a matter of fact. What is there to be excited about for this football game?
Well, I do want to say that the Steelers did announce this morning that they are wearing their Color Rush uniforms, I believe, for the first time.
Whoop-de-doo.
I believe for the first time this year.
Whoop-de-doo.
They changed the end zone turf to gold.
Which they should do permanently.
They should do permanently. You know, just brings back, Three River Stadium, flashbacks.
Braden, no, they are not starting throw on a dime, wearing number 9 like you ain't even trying. They're not starting Trace McSorley. Yes, guys, they signed Trace McSorley to the practice squad, I think it was on Monday afternoon.
Yeah. He's on the practice squad.
At this point, I wouldn't mind seeing him throw some dimes.
Listen, man, I don't know if he's capable of that.
He's not. He's not a good quarterback.
No.
He's not a good quarterback.
No.
But neither is Mitch Trubisky. But we got him starting. Neither is Kenny Pickett. But he's been starting all year. He won't be starting for the next 2 to 4 weeks because he's going to be out with an ankle injury. He underwent surgery on Monday. So hopefully he's recovering well. And wish him best in his recovery to get him back as soon as possible and as healthy as possible. With the season coming to the most important period yet, December football. And the Steelers did not start off December football very well just a couple days ago. 2 days ago, as a matter of fact, on the long, excruciating, painful game that we watched versus the Cardinals, man. And now they got the New England Patriots. Another bottom barrel team. Actually, they're worse than the Cardinals. The Patriots they might be worse than the Panthers, dude. They currently hold the 2nd overall pick.
Yeah.
Under Bill Belichick. Yeah, they're that bad, dude. They are that bad. So I was going to say, could this be another Tomlin special? But I don't want to say that because it's Mike Tomlin versus Bill Belichick. 9 times out of 10, Belichick out-coaches Mike Tomlin. So I wouldn't call it, or this wouldn't be in a fashion of a Tomlin special, just because the Patriots have a terrible record and they're entering our house in Heinz Field on primetime. It has the makings of a Tomlin special, but again, Bill Belichick has great history against Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, but that was what the teams that Belichick went to the Super Bowl with.
That was with Tom Brady.
That was what, most importantly, Tom Brady.
Let's be honest, man. Bill Belichick is one of the greatest coaches of all time, but it's showing that Tom Brady was the system.
It also shows Belichick's just completely out of touch.
Oh, completely. The Patriots got to get rid of him.
The Belichick era is running short, running very thin right now.
No, this has got to be Belichick's last year, man. He's got to call it quits, retire. He'll go in Canton in 5 years.
But you can still consider this a trap game. Just look at the Patriots roster, look at their record, look at their team, look at their performance. It's garbage.
Right. But what's not garbage is their defense.
That's the only bright spot about that team.
No, because they have the worst scoring offense in the NFL, not even averaging 13 points a game.
No.
But they have the 8th ranked defense, but still are at 2-10. That's how bad the offense is. They are probably hitting record lows for their offense this year. It is painfully bad for the Patriots. It's going to be painfully bad having to watch it versus our defense. It's going to be good to watch our defense, hopefully have a much better game, a step-up game, knowing they're going to have to go up against Bailey Zappe. They should be able to get to the quarterback, hopefully force some turnovers. Bailey Zappe has yet to throw a touchdown this year.
Yeah.
Only 2 interceptions. So this should be an incredibly defensive game from both teams. So TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, Keanu Benton, Cam Hayward, and company should be able to eat against literally the worst offense in the NFL.
Yeah.
They're worse than ours. That is confirmed. The stats confirm that. They are worse than us.
Yeah.
Their offense is a lot worse than us, as a matter of fact. But our offense is still poor, and we got a backup quarterback starting. So, again, I don't know even how to start this preview because there's not really anywhere to. I don't know. There's not much to look forward to in this game. I'll be real with you.
No, you're right about that. There's literally nothing. It's just defense against defense. Let's be real here.
No,
it's literally going to be. It's going to be that, a defensive matchup.
The over/under is 30.
I believe it.
I'm taking the under.
I think anybody in their right mind would want to take the under.
I'm putting money on the under. That's guaranteed. It's going to be the under, dude. I'll be very shocked if these teams combine for more than 30 points.
Yeah.
I'll be very shocked.
I do want to talk about the long list of injuries on both teams.
I think it's good to start there because there's a lot of them, man. There's a lot of them for both teams.
And I think we'll start with the Steelers, of course. Kenny Pickett out 2 to 4 weeks after sustaining an ankle injury. He won't be back till at least the end of the year. Hence, Trubisky's the starting quarterback, unfortunately. You can sense my trust in Mitch Trubisky.
No one trusts Mitch Trubisky.
Landon Roberts with a groin injury now. He did practice today. He was limited, so that's a solid sign that he could still be bound to play Thursday, but that's just more injuries to the inside linebacker group. And a groin injury, that's just a lingering injury all season.
Right, during like we said, the most important period of the season. Roberts did not participate Monday, but he was limited today. Minka has been full all week with a hand injury. Broke his hand, but he'll be ready to go.
Yeah, he's not expected to miss any playing time.
Montrevious Adams has been full all week.
Tomlin did say that he expects Adams to be back in the lineup.
Right.
So that should be good to see there. Good to get him back in the D-line.
Keanu Benton has been limited all week. Isaiah Malu did not participate Monday, but was limited today. Cam Hayward, not injury-related, but they graded as resting/groin.
Yeah.
He was limited today after not participating Monday. And a fresh one today was Najee Harris with a knee injury. Did not participate. That's interesting. Where'd that come from? There was no injury status after the Cardinals game, so how did this happen? Was this aggravated in stretches? Was this aggravated before practice? That's just odd that Najee all of a sudden pops up on the injury report today with a knee injury.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's any concern, but that definitely raises some eyebrows. So Najee did not participate with a knee. We'll see what his status is tomorrow. Are they even going to practice tomorrow? I guess they have to practice tomorrow.
Well, yeah, they need a final injury report.
Yeah, they're going to have to practice tomorrow, and then they stay home, obviously, for Thursday. So, see, that's why I hate short weeks. I fucking despise them. Thursday Night Football should be extinguished. It should go away. They got to get rid of it. It's not good for nobody. It's not good for the players, not even many fans like Thursday Night Football.
Especially
dude.
with them adding another week to the regular season 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So now teams are going to be playing 2 Thursday Night Footballs per year, which is freaking ridiculous.
Right.
It's not good.
Also, another player that's been limited all week in practice has been Mason Cole. No baby. So there's the injury report, man. A lot of injuries for the Steelers, man. And it's bad timing. Very bad timing this week. But Minka should go, I'm sure. Hopefully Roberts will be ready. He's probably going to be very limited if he's able to play, but he should be able to go. Sayamalu was limited today. Hopefully he's ready. Same thing with Cole, but I mean, Cole's been snapping the ball to the ankles all season.
Yeah,
so
he's been very
our
garbage.
trust in Mason Cole is just as much as Mitchell Trubisky's. It's none. It's absolutely none.
Yeah.
That's a bad combo, as a matter of fact. So, I mean, going on with the Patriots, dude, most of their injuries literally consist of their entire running back and wide receiver room. All their offensive weapons are injured. That includes Ramondre Stevenson, who is doubtful for this game. So they're going to have to rely on Ezekiel Elliott, who's also dealing with a little bit of an injury.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like he's off of the injury report for Tuesday after being on for Monday. So that's probably a clue that Zeke will start this Thursday versus the Steelers.
I would anticipate it.
Juju's been limited all week. Juju Smith-Schuster, obviously, former Steeler, making his homecoming as well. Second Steeler in a row making their homecoming. Last week was James Conner, where he pretty much killed us all game, especially towards the end of the game. And now Juju coming back home again to Pittsburgh for this one. Juju has done nothing all year.
Nope.
Juju has been absolutely
He's been
no
poor.
impact.
No impact. He's been poor. He hasn't really been utilized. Then again, when he's in there, he doesn't really do much.
No.
Let's be real
In fact,
here.
he only has one touchdown, not even averaging 7 yards a catch. Their leading receiver is a 6th-round rookie, Demario Douglas.
Who's also questionable. He actually hasn't practiced yet because of a concussion he sustained last week, or 2 weeks ago, technically. And he's their leading wide receiver.
Yep.
The 6th-round rookie is their leading wide receiver.
Yeah. So when you look at the injuries, man, literally all the Patriots injuries consist of is their offensive weapons. Their running backs and all their receivers. And Trent Brown, one of their tackles. But that's it.
Yeah.
So that's continued, and they're starting Bailey Zappe backup. So that's continued reason why this game will be incredibly exhausting to watch. For anyone that wants to sacrifice themselves to watching that, us two being some of them, and Steelers fans being a big chunk of that. Mainly Steelers and Patriots fans. God bless us, right? God bless us for supporting these teams in this situation and for wanting to watch this stupid game. Like, seriously. Seriously, man. Obviously, man, with Mitch Trubisky starting, the goal is to run the football. We got to run the football. We can't really put the game into Mitch's hands. We don't trust Mitch. We got to be very strategic with how we incorporate Mitch into our offensive game plan. The game plan is to run the football with Najee, who hopefully that injury today won't keep him out. And, of course, with Jaylen Warren, who's been the offensive MVP all season.
Yeah.
However, the Patriots' run defense is third, I believe.
Yeah, it's ranked third. It's actually pretty dominant. They've only allowing specifically 88.7 rushing yards per game.
So, although our rushing offense is one of the best in the league and is really is really the only thing that's going for our offense right now. It's actually one of the few positives out of last week's embarrassing loss versus the Cardinals, which was the run game. In fact, if they would have committed to that a little earlier, it could have been a better result.
Yeah.
But can we get a run game going against an actual legit rushing defense? That I guess if you want to look forward to anything or look close into something for this game, is can the Steelers' rushing offense actually go against a legit rushing defense? I guess that's the only viable matchup. There's no matchup for this game that's going to excite anybody. That's going to be the only one. Can our rushing offense actually go up against a good one?
Yeah.
Go up against a good rushing defense?
It's really going to be...
And if they can't, obviously the game's going to be thrown into Mitch's hands, which God bless us. And Mitch Trubisky had some words to say. He said that he plans on being aggressive. He's ready to go for Thursday, and he wants to be aggressive. He's going to be aggressive.
That only means bad things, guys.
Yeah, first of all, the Steelers' offense being aggressive I mean, I don't know who you're trying to fool, but no, that's not happening. And first of all, Mitch Trubisky being aggressive only means that three interceptions are coming. No one trusts Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch is aggressively going to be staring down one target.
One target. It's either going to be Deontay, Muth, or Pickens. That's it.
Oh, boy.
I'm telling you, man, this game sucks, dude. There's not much to get into this game.
No, there's not. I mean, Jesus Christ, these are two terrible teams. The only only difference is the Steelers have a winning record, but let's be real, we really shouldn't.
No, we shouldn't. We're
With
7-5.
With how we perform, with where we lie, like how? How?
Just by lucking out wins, and we're gonna have to continue to do that via our defense. That's what we're gonna have to do.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, man, this is probably the first preview where I don't know how to attack it. This is how bad this game's going to be. This is how bad this game is just looked at right now. So, I guess, like we said, man, the goal is to run the ball, get the ground game going, especially with Kenny being out. Granted, it didn't make a difference anyway. If Kenny was going to be in or not, the goal was still always going to be to ground and pound, run the football, right?
Yeah, that's always the main game plan.
Right,
even when it comes to the Patriots, that's what's going to have to be their game plan.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't shy away from running the football just because they're the third best rushing defense. You're not going to trust Mitch Trubisky.
No.
So you got to continue to run the ball, and if we can run that successfully, then that's going to open up a little bit for the offense. And where Mitch is going to be, is he's going to have to be very safe with the football. That's all we ask from Mitch this week, is be very safe with the football.
Yeah.
Just make the throws that are necessary. Make the throws that can move the chains. Don't really force anything. I appreciate his idea and his desire to be aggressive, but again, man, we don't trust Mitch Trubisky. We don't. So he's gonna have to play a very safe game. He's gonna have to play as if his job is on the line. So he's gonna have to play very safe. Mitch is afraid to make a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch is afraid that he's gonna mess up. So in that factor, he's gotta be very protective of the football, because if he turns it over, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. And Mitch is a lot more turnover heavy than any of our quarterbacks on the roster right now. So he's going to have to be very protective of the football this week. That's all we ask from Mitch, is protect the football, limit the turnovers, and just make the throws that are necessary to move the chains, to get first downs. Maybe even he throws a touchdown. Maybe.
But let's not forget our red zone efficiency, our red zone play is terrible.
Oh, I know.
We could not get points even when Kenny Pickett was in there.
No, we missed out on 2 red zone touchdowns last week.
So with Mitch Trubisky now in, I don't expect that to improve. I don't expect that to get better. I don't expect the execution to be on point. To be there, I'm not expecting much in this one.
No. So all we're hoping and praying for is Mitch is protective of the football. He does what he has to do, which is do his job as a backup successfully, and run the football. And hopefully we can run the football successfully. If we can do that, then maybe our offense can get down the field and get the points that are necessary.
That they can acquire, really.
Right, because obviously, man, when you look at the Patriots offense compared to our defense, I know our defense is overrated and
overpaid at that.
It is.
Might as well.
And it allows chunk yardage. And last week, man, they just they couldn't stop Connor. They couldn't stop anything. I mean, Kyler Murray arguably could have had an additional touchdown if it wasn't for a offensive penalty.
Yeah.
So the defense has a good matchup going up against the Patriots offense, which again is the worst in the league. They're the worst scoring. They have Bailey Zappe starting. This is an offense that literally cannot score the football.
No.
They cannot get in the end zone. They can't. We can't, but they're worse at it. And I think anyone would be worse than the Steelers offense. I swear to God. But looking at the stats and seeing where the Patriots defense lies in rankings and seeing their record, yeah, that's how bad their offense is.
Yeah.
So thus, our defense has a great matchup. Their line sucks. Their line is bummed up. All their offensive weapons are bummed up.
And then they're not even like true reliable like number one players.
No.
Maybe Stevenson, but he's doubtful. Outside of that, you got an aging Ezekiel Elliott who's nowhere near in his prime.
And you have wide receivers that just can't get open, can't create separation.
That are let's be real.
They are all mid.
They're wide receiver threes at best.
Yes.
Devontae Parker, Juju Smith-Schuster, Mayo Douglas. I know he's a rookie, but he's not a guy that really sticks out. You know, they got two capable tight ends in Hunter Henry and Mike Gesicki, but they don't use the tight ends.
No.
Hunter Henry's he's getting overpaid at this point after signing that big contract last offseason.
Yeah.
They don't use the guys. And their offensive line, they've allowed 30 sacks.
Exactly. So our defense has an incredible matchup. Now you can
A favorable matchup.
Yeah, now you could also say the same thing about the Patriots defense, and the truth is they do. Both these defenses have great matchups going up against, man. They are both very favorable, but I think ours is a little bit more favorable than the Patriots defense because at least our offense can have something going with the ground game.
Yeah.
It's a matter if they can actually do it versus a successful rushing defense. If they can, then maybe we can get the points necessary in our defense as long as they can limit an already limited Patriots offense and force turnovers and get to the quarterback.
And that's the thing. You mentioned turnovers. Turnovers are going to have to be crucial because the Patriots are amongst one of the worst at turning over the ball.
Yeah.
They are terrible. They got a -9 turnover differential.
Mac Jones has thrown 12 interceptions, and Bailey Zappe has thrown nothing but 2 interceptions. That's it.
So when it comes to turnovers, the Steelers defense can get turnovers. So when it comes to that, that's where the offense is going to have to take advantage of what the defense can give the offense.
And thus, that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we're going to win this football game.
It really matters to who really gives up the ball more.
Exactly. And the reason why I laugh is because when you say that, I immediately think of Mitch Trubisky just being so turnover heavy, and that scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
With Kenny Pickett, if Kenny Pickett was playing this game, I would have been a little more safe with that statement because Pickett doesn't turn the ball over. He's very safe with the football. For whatever reason it is, that's your guys' opinion. That's your guys' discussion, right? Mitch, man, is just, he's turnover heavy.
Yeah.
And that's very scary. The way to win this football game is our defense is going to have to force turnovers and give our offense good field position to score. And our offense is going to have to score. Because none of these offenses are going down the field. They're not going to do it consistently. I definitely don't trust our offense to go down the field and score some points.
You know what this matchup's really going to be? It's going to be the battle of the punters.
Exactly. It's going to be a punt workout.
That's what it's going to be.
For Presley Harvin and whoever the Patriots punter is. Who's their punter?
Bryce Barringer.
Yeah, it's going to be a punt battle. It's going to be battle of the punters. I guarantee you the entire fucking drive sheets are going to be punt, 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 punt. It's going to be punts everywhere. So
turnover here, maybe a lucky field goal there, you know.
Yeah.
If that. I'm not expecting touchdowns left and right.
No.
We'll probably barely get 3 total in this game. If we're being real.
3 total what?
Touchdowns from both Patriots Steelers.
Oh, no. Okay, I want to know what the over-under is for total touchdowns. We know total points is 30. What's the over-under for total touchdowns?
That I don't know.
It's got to be 1.
I am not anticipating 3 total touchdowns from both teams.
I'm not anticipating 1. This is going to be like the fucking Chargers and the Patriots last week where it was 6-0. No touchdowns.
It could very well be like that Dolphins Steelers game, except it's not. It's not a
fucking hurricane. It's not swampy.
No, it's just simply 3-0. Could be that.
You want to know how I see us possibly winning this football game is if the defense can force turnovers, give our offense good field position. Our offense can't score, so they got to rely on Chris Boswell. That's how we're going to win this football game, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly how we have to win this football game. That's the only way we can. The defense is going to have to force a turnover, give our offense good field position because we can't go down the field, nor are we going to do it consistently, nor is any offense going to do that consistently today. So pretty much any way that the Patriots or the Steelers are going to win this game is with their defense giving their offense good field position. That's it.
Pretty much.
That's it. Whoever can get the turnover first, whoever can score the first points is going to be the victor. That's it. That's how fucking bad this game is going to be, bro. That's how low scoring it's going to be. That's how defensive. There's good defensive football and there's boring defensive football. This is going to be very boring defensive football. It's going to be like the Patriots and Rams Super Bowl. That was boring defensive football. This is going to be 10 times worse.
Yeah.
10 times worse. It's that bad, folks. I don't know a single soul who's excited for this football game, man. We'll obviously watch it for fandom reasons because we're Steelers fans. We'll be live for the game, as you guys know, for live reactions. Rob's taking PTO for it. God bless you.
Yeah, I'm taking off for this shit show.
I'd take off, but it's peak season, but I should be home in time for the game.
Listen, like I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I'm going to watch the game as a fan and for the channel. But deep down, I don't want to.
No.
I know that's how boring it's going to be. I know I could do something much more better personally than watch this game Thursday night, but for the sake of my fandom as a Steelers fan and for the channel, I'm watching it.
Right.
I'm willing to suffer for this team.
No, I agree. I'm right there with you, bro. Derek says, I hate seeing all those other backup quarterbacks throwing touchdowns. We're the only ones that can't score. Now, don't tell Twitter that. Don't tell Steelers Twitter that. Apparently, a lot of people find that annoying or aggravating that all these backup quarterbacks are scoring all these touchdowns when we can't even do it with our starting quarterback.
Well, it's true, though.
It's true.
It's fucking true.
It's true.
I find it very upsetting that Jake Browning is tossing the ball left and right without any issue and getting touchdowns on the board for the Cincinnati Bengals, getting them the freaking win in overtime.
Yeah.
I find that very upsetting.
I find it very upsetting that Joe Flacco got 2 touchdowns when he hasn't even played in a year.
I find it upsetting that C.J. Beathard had to come in for Trevor Lawrence and almost got them the freaking win. I mean, like, come on.
It's true, though. And people are going to throw in the scheme and the coaching factor. Well, the truth is, we leave points off the board. That's the factor.
And
That's the truth of it.
And a lot of that had to do with Kenny.
A lot of it has to do with just our entire offense, bro. That's the truth of it. That's the truth of it. That's why with Kenny being out, it makes no look of a difference because we weren't exploding on the offensive side of the football with him anyway. So it doesn't make much of a difference. The only difference it'll make is with the turnovers.
Yeah.
Because deep down, I fear Mitch is going to throw a turnover or two. That's my fear. It just has that feeling. It just has that sense of danger coming. That's just how I view Mitch Trubisky starting as the Steelers quarterback for whenever Kenny comes back.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we advocate for Mason Rudolph to start, which is why the start Mason sign is staying up until either he does start, he gets inserted, or Kenny comes back. Because we should start Mason Rudolph. They're not going to. We know why they're not going to. It doesn't make it right. Doesn't mean it's the right decision, but they should start Mason Rudolph in this game, man. They should. They should start Mason Rudolph going forward. What they have been doing with Mitch for the last year and a half, damn near 2 years now, they should have just done with Mason. They should have saved the money. They should have saved the headache and just done what they did with Mitch with Mason. It would have been much easier. And technically, he's the most experienced quarterback in our system. So,
but they won't give him that. They won't give him that. Like
you would
it's
figure
weird.
that have a something.
It's weird. It's really weird. It's like there's something about the Steelers not giving Mason the freaking opportunity. You know what would really be fucked up? You know what would be really fucked up?
If they put in Trace McSorley.
Yeah, if they activate Trace McSorley to the active roster and have him active but not Mason.
Right.
Right there, I mean that sounds fishy. Like Mason did something to piss them off.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It just seems kind of dirty. I don't know. It just seems very, very dirty on the Steelers' part of how they've kind of been treating Mason Rudolph.
And I just want to say, Mason is not as bad as many Steelers fans make him out to be.
I trust Mason more than Mitch. Mason is better than Mitch.
And I know with Mason's arm and his best trait, which is the deep ball,
yes.
I know that he's going to bring a sense of urgency to the offense. He's going to get us down the field. He's going to be aggressive. The guy just has a I don't give a goddamn fuck attitude when he has the ball in his hands.
He is not afraid to throw that football.
The man plays fearless.
That's what we need at the quarterback. That's what we need in the offense right now, is someone that is not afraid to throw the pigskin. Throw it down the field, which is his best asset. Get us chunk plays, right? Get that sense of explosion going on the offense.
Yeah.
Mitch is not going to do that. He's too afraid to. And I don't trust Mitch to even do it because he'll throw in the triple coverage. I don't trust Kenny to do it because he also fears to do it. And Kenny's out, so there goes that.
Yeah.
That's why we advocate for Mason to play or start. And my question is, if Mitch is that, if Mitch comes in and is turnover heavy like we're fearing, do the Steelers bench him, or do the Steelers bench him for Mason, or are they going to stick with Mitch? Because they've benched Mitch before. They've also benched Mason before, but I mean, at this stage, bro, I mean, if nothing's clicking at the quarterback position at the most important time of the year, you got to make the necessary moves.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
You can't.
They're not going to bench Kenny because they trust Kenny as the franchise guy. Delusional, I know, but that's how they view it. Plus, they drafted him in the first round, so they're not going to bench Kenny. But Mitch is a backup, and if he's not doing anything to produce for the offense and help your team, and again, the most important period of the season, you got to do something to spark the offense, which could mean benching him. Now, obviously, we don't hope Mitch goes out and burns this offense down. We hope he doesn't go out and is turnover heavy.
No, I hope.
We pray that Mitch has a good game. We hope that we hope we get the Mitch that we saw versus the Bengals in Week 1 last week. We hope we get the Mitch that we saw versus the Bucs last year when he beat Tom Brady. That's the Mitch we hope to see, who is serviceable, who will do his job, who will get the job done, who will win the game for the Steelers. That's the Mitch we want. That's the Mitch we're praying for. That's the Mitch we are rooting for. That's the Mitch that we want to see, man. Truthfully, as long as you are under center, as long as you're throwing the football for my football team, you'll have my full support. But just based on you as a player and your history and what you've shown me recently, I don't trust you, bro.
No.
I don't. So I trust Mason more than I do Mitch. And if Mitch is not doing anything to push this offense further, then yes, we are going to ask for Mason. Everyone in the chat throughout the entire season, during our live streams, during our live reactions, saying, put Mason in, put Mason in. And although I agreed with you, he was inactive. Well, this week he's not.
He's not going to be. He shouldn't be.
Now, keep in mind, I don't think they're going to put in Mason this week if Mitch plays bad. They might do it a week or two from now if Mitch continues to play bad, if he does. If he does play bad. So I wouldn't anticipate this game if Mitch shits the bed. Could be next week, could be 2 weeks from now if Mitch shits the bed and continues to do so.
Yeah.
But obviously, we don't hope for that. We don't hope Mitch shits the bed. He's going to start, so he will have our full support to succeed. I just don't trust him. I don't trust him in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. And in that factor, we could lose two straight at our own house. To 2-10 teams. 2 straight 2-10 teams. 2 teams with the second worst record in the NFL. 2 straight weeks. 2 teams with the second worst record, and all in 1 week span. You know how devastating that would be? You know how fucking shameful that is? You know how embarrassing it is that it's even a realistic possibility at the moment? That would end our season. That would literally like lock it up, throw the key away, dude, just bury this fucking season away. There's no point in doing anything the rest of the way. We cannot lose this football game. We can't. That would be absolutely sickening. And at that point, dude, if that's the fucking case,
If we do lose this game, I don't want to hear
no excuses.
I don't want to hear any excuses. Oh, Kenny wasn't in. It's not like we were doing anything with Kenny in anyway. Let's be real.
Kenny is not a difference maker, ladies and gentlemen. He's not.
I don't want to hear Tomlin, blabber about some nonsense about, whatever, God knows whatever's going to come out of his mouth. I don't want to hear anything from the players and whatnot. Oh, we took them too lightly. Well, that's your goddamn fault.
Yeah.
Like you took the Cardinals lightly. You shouldn't be taking any NFL team lightly.
Yeah.
You're an NFL player going up against another NFL player on another NFL team.
And Mike Tomlin Mike Tomlin and Steelers cannot take the Patriots lightly. You know what my fear is?
Oh, they're 2-10. They have Bailey Zappe.
Exactly.
They don't have anybody.
Now, the Steelers,
mind blowing.
the Steelers have not lost 2 straight games this year. Not yet. If I'm correct. Let me check. I believe I'm correct.
No, we haven't lost 2 straight.
The Steelers have not lost 2 straight. Every game that they've lost, they have won the next one right after. But my fear is, although they're coming off a loss, and they should have every reason to want to redeem themselves, my fear is that through years past, through history, they have not only underestimated the Patriots, they have completely taken them lightly, even though for years they were the
top dog of the AFC.
Literally, they were the what's the word I'm looking for? The Terminator, I suppose, of the NFL, right? So they took them lightly then. Now they see what the Patriots are now under Bill Belichick. They're probably laughing at them. They're like, haha, remember what you did to us all those years? Look at you guys now. Right?
Yeah.
That's my fear, is they're going to go in, underestimate the Patriots, underestimate Bill Belichick. Please don't do that. If he does, if they do, Mike Tomlin, Mike Tomlin, man, if we lose this fucking football game, dude,
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin, seriously, man.
Now, I mean, he's already been on the hot seat for many
I'll say it,
Steelers
dude.
fans.
I'll say it. I'll fucking say it, dude. If we lose this football game, the Steelers need to fire Mike Tomlin.
No, if we lose this game,
They arguably already should, but
Yeah.
they're not for obvious reasons.
no,
They're not.
but if Tomlin leads this team to another loss against another 2-10 team,
No.
and in their own home, in their own stadium, Art Rooney needs to do something.
No, because we were sitting decent at 7-4. Yeah, we beat a 5-5 team with Jake Browning at quarterback in the Bengals, right? We were riding high on beating a mid-ass team whose season's already over.
After firing Matt Canada.
After firing Matt Canada. So we were high on everything right there, right?
But then the
Sitting
next
at
week,
7-4, and then we underestimate the Cardinals drastically.
but then the next week we underestimate the Cardinals. We lose brutally in our own stadium, and the same feeling that we had, even when we had Canada, we suffered those same losses. We still had that same feeling. The only difference was Canada is no longer employed.
And then, so we sat one game away from first place, from tying the Ravens for first place. If we were to lose these next 2 straight, we're not even in reach.
No.
We're not even in reach. And what makes it even worse this week is, as I look at the NFL schedule, the Ravens have the Los Angeles Rams. Right? They got the Rams.
Yeah.
They beat the Browns last week, so I mean the Rams are riding on some momentum, and they have a decent chance of making the wild card. So maybe the Rams can pull off another upset in Baltimore, but Baltimore's a really good team coming off a much-needed bye.
Yep.
The Browns got Jacksonville. Jacksonville just lost to Jake Browning and the Bengals last night on Monday Night Football.
And
So they're going to have a chip on their shoulder to beat the Browns in Cleveland, bro.
And keep in mind, Trevor Lawrence has a high ankle sprain.
Right.
He got injured, so his status is very well unknown in that one.
So although the Jags are going to have a little more desire to win this football game, man, the Jags could be in a very bad situation if Lawrence, obviously, his injury is just way too severe, and then they lose to 2 AFC North teams. First of all, that would not do us good in the division.
No.
But that would not do the Jags good. And the Bengals play the the Bengals play the Indianapolis Colts.
Which regardless, is a lose-lose
It's
situation.
a lose-lose for us because either the Bengals win and they remain on chase for the division. Like, say we lose this game. We sit at 7-6. Let's say that the Bengals win versus the Colts. We have the same record as the Bengals.
Yeah.
That's fucking disgusting. When we were literally just 7-4 and they were 5-6. Yeah, that's how quick this shit can change.
Yeah.
But if the Colts win, they obviously remain higher in the wild card chase than us, and we face the Colts next Saturday. And I know we have a great history versus the Colts. We have their number for the last 15 years, right? But if we lose to the Colts and the Colts beat the Bengals, the Colts have so much advantage over us. They have that conference win over us for the wild card chase. So this can get very ugly for the Steelers very quickly.
Yeah.
Which is why they cannot lose this football game. They cannot. They shouldn't have lost last week. They left 2 touchdowns off the fucking board. Mason Cole can't snap the football, right? Defense couldn't stop Connor in the second half. Couldn't do anything. All the penalties, the lack of preparation from Tomlin. Shit the bed, right? We cannot do a repeat this week versus the Patriots.
Can't afford it.
No, because we can't lose versus the Patriots and then go into a game that has massive playoff implications next week versus the Colts. This is a must-win this week. Must win. Every game is obviously important, but this game is the most important right now. Everything going forward, everything from now to the end of the season is incredibly important for the Steelers. Because you see where our division rivals lie and where they could lie with who they have to face. Ravens could beat the Rams. Cleveland can now beat the Jags if Lawrence can't go. And the Bengals could upset the Colts.
Yep.
We can't lose this football game. We can't. Or the Colts could beat the Bengals, and then we face the Colts, and the Colts could beat us. Either way, man, we can't lose this football game, and this team is going to have to step it up.
Yeah.
This team has to understand the importance of December football right now, because they did not set the tone nicely a couple days ago. Not good at all. So I'm hoping that they understand the
they better understand
the implications of where everything lies right now.
Yeah, they better understand. They better understand where they lie right now with the playoff picture. Somehow they're still in. Arguably, the Texans should be in, but they're not at the moment.
Yeah.
We hold that playoff spot. Got the Patriots with the division matchups. This upcoming week, they better know the importance. They better know the importance the rest of the way just as much.
Dude, I hate to say it, it's very likely every AFC North team wins this week.
Yeah.
Very likely. Very, very likely, as a matter of fact.
Steelers got to do their part.
They have to do their part.
And they got to rebound big time. They have to, after that performance against the Cardinals, they have to rebound.
No. We cannot go into our own stadium on a short week and lose to another 2-10 team. That's embarrassing. If it is, you might as well wrap this season up like a Christmas present and go put it in the Whoville fucking mail spot where it gets smashed. Listed as fragile. Like, truthfully, we cannot lose this football game. And this is a must-win matchup. Because after this, everything gets really important. We got to stay on top of where we lie in the division. We got to build some momentum next week heading into the Colts. So we got to beat the Patriots. We just can't lose. It's as simple as that. I don't care how they win. They just can't lose. Now, regardless or not they make the playoffs, we already know what the end result's going to be. But it's just that we know what the end result's going to be if they somehow make the playoffs. But it's just a matter of them stepping up to the plate and knowing the implications and the importance of where everything lies right now.
Yeah.
It's a matter of them stepping their game up. It's a matter of them knowing the sense of urgency and knowing that they have to do better rather than just being complacent and mediocre and just sitting comfortably where they're at.
Yeah.
That's a loser's mentality.
We don't want that.
The point is to improve week by week. After a bad loss like that, the point is to better yourself.
It's to rebound. It's to step up. It's to get a win back.
So it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, guys. We already know what the end result's going to be, but that doesn't mean this Steelers team should come into this week and weeks after and just don't give a shit because they know what the end result's going to be. Because that's shitty. That's them giving up. And they've given up the last couple seasons, for sure. But this is a very important game, man. It really is. It's one of those that no one's going to care for, but for the Steelers, man, they have to win this football game.
Yeah.
They have to. No, Derek, we're not beating no one in the playoffs. I'm telling you right now. We're going to get blown out in the playoffs.
Yeah.
If we somehow make the playoffs, it's going to be the end result of the same last 4 times we've been in the playoffs, which is a blowout. We're not beating nobody. It's a one and done situation, dude. But that doesn't mean the Steelers team should go into this game and games after that and just not give a shit. Because at that point, then yeah, you might as well just lose the rest of the way. You might as well just accept the fact that Mike Tomlin might have his first non-losing season, which at this point, man, would be a fucking blessing. Because maybe that's what he needs to. Maybe that's what that's what the organization and ownership needs to understand that changes have to be made. Truthfully. You know what? Maybe it's a fucking blessing if we lose this game. It's absolutely embarrassing, but maybe it's a blessing. But what ownership would Tomlin see it?
Probably not. No.
Probably not.
Probably not. I mean,
definitely not.
How many losses have they sustained to mediocre, lesser competition type of teams and learned their lesson? 0.
Oh, I know.
They have not learned their lesson one bit.
No.
The many times that they have taken those teams lightly and they've lost to lesser competition, backup quarterbacks, even when the playoffs were on the line for the Steelers, even later into the season when they had better teams, they still didn't learn their lesson. They still failed. So, even if we were to lose, I don't think this still be a wake-up call. I don't think this would be a blessing for Mike Tomlin to finally wake up and understand. Tomlin doesn't do that. Tomlin doesn't do that.
No.
As a matter of fact, Tomlin is on pace for his 3rd straight 9-win season. Since 2020. After going 12-4. We have gone 9-7, or what was it, 9-7-1, 9-8, and now we're on pace for another 9-win season. 3 straight seasons where we only win 9. But year after year after year after 2020, it seems like that we have gotten better compared to the previous year. You know, we're looking at a much better team, a much more improved team, a much more dominant team.
You mean younger team?
Younger team at that, you know, if anything. But all we see is nothing but the same shit. Arguably worse, but somehow Tomlin just manages to still not getting a non-losing season.
That's what I was going to get to, because we're definitely not looking. It seems like we're getting worse every year. We're getting younger, but we're getting worse. But it is the same result.
Still the same result.
But it gets worse because this is a common trend now.
But old Tomlin,
this is a common trend every year in games like the Cardinals, and maybe even this upcoming Thursday is just a continued trend from how many years? For how many years?
Yeah.
Which is why, man, like, if they fucking, I swear to God, dude, if they lose this fucking football game, man, they got to wrap everything up. They have to. They got to cut everything down and just get rid of it. You know what I mean? There's no excuses after that.
Nope.
There's none. I don't want to hear no Kenny excuse. There is no Matt Cannon excuse no more.
No, it's all on Tomlin.
It's like we said in the little clip we cropped from the live stream we did Sunday night when Kenny Pickett's injury was announced. There's always a common denominator in all this. And we know who that is. His name is Michael Tomlin. Is that even his actual name? I don't know. It's Mike Tomlin.
No, but we never forgotten that.
No.
We all know this. We you know, it's something that's always been in the back of our minds. We all know this. We just know that the Steelers ain't going to do anything unless it's absolutely necessary. Mm-hmm. Come Thursday, if we do lose, I think that'd be an appropriate time to absolutely make a necessary decision. Because with what we have been seeing, what we've been dealing with year after year after year, the past 3 years has been nothing but the same old stale shit.
Yes.
And we just need to change the scenery. That's what we need.
Nick, yes, absolutely. Yes, I think Tomlin should be let go. Yes. I think it's time that Tomlin is no longer the Steelers head coach.
There comes a time, even when, you know, you have a great resume, you're a legendary coach, future Hall of Famer.
In fact, I think we confirmed that after the Texans blowout.
Yeah. Yeah, we said that, you know, when we made that video about Tomlin, saying we were never going to win another Super Bowl with Tomlin. And that's still the case.
And we're not.
That's still the case.
And we're not.
There comes a time, even when you're a legendary player or coach, that you just need to cut the cord.
It's as simple as that.
You just need to move on. Because it's getting old, it's getting stale, it's not working anymore.
No, because when it's the same movie every single year, dude, obviously, man, I'm going to get bored of it. I'm going to get bored of it. We're all bored of it. We're
And
all
even
sick
even if
tired.
we win,
we're all sick and tired of watching the same team every year.
and even if we win Thursday, right? Tomlin gets another non-losing
who
season.
gives a fuck?
When we
gives a
somehow
fuck?
make the
Dude,
playoffs.
man,
what good does that do?
I put a poll in the chat for you guys. Do the Steelers win another game this year? 65 again say yes. I think we win a max 2 more games. That's it. That's all I see. It's enough to give Tomlin another non-losing season.
That's
but
all he
what the
needs.
fucking
That's
shit?
all he needs.
Mike Tomlin is the biggest recipient of the participation trophy. The amount of fucking participation
Tomlin,
trophies he's
you know what
had
Tomlin's doing? Tomlin's
is-
looking at the schedule. He's looking at the rest of the schedule, the remaining games, and he's just thinking to himself, all right, I just need 2 more wins, and then we good. 2 more wins, and then we good. Then I continue my streak. The streak won't be over.
I hate how true that is.
He's looking at the rest of the 5-game schedule. Okay, the Patriots could be a win. The Colts, yeah, maybe we have a good resume.
Here, I'm
against
gonna predict the next 5 games for you guys, man. We're gonna beat the Patriots this Thursday. We're gonna lose to the Colts because this would be the year we finally lose to the Colts. We're going to beat the Bengals. We're gonna lose to the Seahawks, and we're gonna lose to the Ravens. That's how the rest of the season's gonna go. Calling it right now.
And you're looking at 9-8 for the second straight year,
Who gives a fuck?
and another 9-win season for the third straight year, because we're on pace for that.
No.
And that's not good enough. I'm sorry.
No.
Non-losing seasons is not the fucking standard.
No, it's not.
Just edging into playoffs only to get blown out is not the standard. That's really fucking stale. I'm tired of seeing it.
no.
I'm tired of looking at it.
Void. No. No one actually expects the Steelers to win a playoff game. I see too much optimism of that. I saw it in Ben's last year.
There is no fucking way with this team, with Kenny Pickett at quarterback, or we win the playoff game. You could say any given Sunday. I don't want to hear it. Not with this team.
Wait, say that again?
Any given Sunday?
No, what did you say about Kenny and what?
This team with Kenny Pickett at quarterback in the playoffs, there's no way we win a playoff game. That's what I said.
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding
That's
me?
what I said. What the hell do you think I said?
I thought you were imitating someone saying that with Kenny Pickett we win a playoff
No.
game. No.
Someone's thinking that.
No.
God bless you.
No. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys know this. Breaking news, bro. You kind of need to score in the playoffs to win. Kenny Pickett cannot score. We cannot score. We cannot get in the end zone.
No.
So it's not happening. It's not happening. The only scoring we can do is in garbage time. Hence Deontay Johnson's.
Look what I did. Look what I caught. Yeah, you caught this L, Deontay.
Yeah, you literally caught an L. Pickett has 1 touchdown in the last 7 games, bro. His last touchdown pass was November 2nd. The last touchdown before that was October 8th, bro. He throws 1 touchdown a month. Anthony Richardson, who's out for the year, has more touchdowns, more recent touchdowns. He has more touchdowns since October than Kenny fucking Pickett.
Joe
bro.
Flacco in 1 game. His first game as a Brown threw 2 touchdowns in 1 game than Kenny Pickett did in a fucking month.
How many fucking touchdowns did Jake Browning throw?
1, but he also had a rushing touchdown, so
And a
2
rushing
total.
touchdown,
2
okay.
total.
Kenny
Kenny
couldn't
get
threw
that.
for 300 yards.
350.
He threw for 300 before overtime, right?
Yeah.
I thought so.
So still 300. Kenny can't do that. He can't. And it's not a scheming thing. It's not a coaching thing. It's fucking Kenny. Kenny can't go.
No, that's the truth of it.
Kenny can't go. And that's why this last stretch of games. What? What'd you see? Oh, you're looking at Tommy DeVito, aren't you? You want to spill the beans about the information you see?
Okay, for shits and giggles, I just searched up Tommy DeVito, right? His last 3 games, bro. His last 3 fucking games, he has thrown 7 touchdowns. Kenny Pickett has thrown 6 touchdowns in 12 weeks. 13 weeks. 12 weeks.
This is an
What week
undrafted.
we in?
14.
13 weeks.
This is an undrafted rookie free
I
agent.
give up. Bro, this
Kenny
fucking-
Pickett.
Who is this guy? He has He has one more touchdown pass than Kenny Pickett has all season, and he's only played the last 3 games.
Something you guys need to remember is Kenny was selected in the first round. He was the only first-round selected quarterback last year.
I want to see something. I'm going to see something, bro. Give me a minute. Let me get my hat back.
But before you do that, I just got to say, this is why this last stretch of games for Kenny Pickett without Matt Canada was important for Kenny Pickett to show what he can really do.
No, you're right.
But he only did it in one game until he got fucking injured again because the guy's injury prone. The guy can't last a full season. You're going to run with that next year with one game without Matt Canada until he comes back at the end of the year for the remaining 2 games at best against 2 difficult fucking competition matchups where Kenny should fucking step the fuck up.
Dude, if the Steelers stick with Kenny Pickett next year, after what they've seen all year and the very small sample size of him without Matt Canada, that's a massive gamble.
It's a massive gamble. It's too big of a risk.
Keep in mind, make no mistake about it, they're going to stick with him because he's a first-round guy. They're going to wait till his 3rd year, right? It'll be his make-or-break year, right, to a lot of people, to the Steelers especially. But they cannot go in with just Kenny Pickett. They have to have a plan B. That plan B is not Mitch. It's not Mason. They have to either sign a more proper veteran or someone that could potentially come in and swoop the job, right? Or I'm not saying they have to prioritize quarterback in the draft. Do your due diligence. Do your scouting. And if someone were to somehow miraculously fall in the 2nd or 3rd round, then, yeah, you pull the trigger. Almost like what the Eagles did with Jalen Hurts.
Yes. And you know who was a part of that?
Andy Weidl.
Yes.
Andy Weidl is...
He did his due diligence, knowing that the Eagles gave Carson Wentz that big extension when he was an Eagle. He still did his due diligence, looked at quarterback, and put his name on the draft board.
Yeah.
And when the time was right, I'm sure he had a lot of input on wanting Jalen Hurts to be a fucking Eagle. And look what happened. Look at the Eagles right now. Look at Jalen Hurts. Just got paid mega millions. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
He might be MVP, dude.
It's because the Eagles were willing to take the risk of making sure that Carson Wentz had the competition to see if he was truly the guy for them. Clearly, he wasn't. So they went with the guy that they drafted to give Carson Wentz that competition, Jalen Hurts, and look at them now.
Exactly.
I think that's what the Steelers, me and Dan here, think that's what the Steelers should do with Kenny Pickett next year. Give him that competition. Because you can't just let him run away with the starting quarterback position because realistically, what has Kenny done to keep a hold of that quarterback 1 position? Nothing. He cannot just go into next year, You know
what the truth is?
Just gifted.
You know what the truth
gifted
is?
the position like on a silver platter, like he earned it. He hasn't earned it, bro.
You know what the truth is? If he wasn't a first-round quarterback, he would have been benched.
Yes, he would have been.
He would have been benched. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. But the unfortunate reality is they're going to stick with Kenny, and Mitch is still under contract next year because they extended him. They want him to be the long-term backup. God bless us. So, as far as I'm concerned, they are stuck with Kenny Pickett and Mitch Trubisky due to their own stupid commitments.
And loyalties.
What does that mean for quarterback 3? Well, again, they could have that plan C, I guess, if they want to do their due diligence and have a decent backup plan. But I think they're going to trust Kenny too much. Under a new scheme, under a new OC, if we're even lucky to get that, I'll give you this. Yes, the scheme sucks. It's probably the worst scheme, the most basic, vanilla, stale scheme in the NFL right now. I'll give you that, okay? But there have been opportunities for this team to score, and they can't. Even with Kenny at quarterback. The Cardinals game, they missed out on 2 touchdowns. How many times has Kenny missed out on open receivers in the end zone? How many times has Kenny not scanned the entire football field and missed easy throws, easy targets, easy touchdowns? That's the problem.
That's not a scheme issue. That's a Kenny Pickett issue.
That's the problem. And that's why we fear with them committing completely, fully with Kenny next year. You can't go with Kenny, who's thrown 6 touchdowns in 13 weeks and 1 decent game, post Matt Canada. That is a massive gamble, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's like going all in and not giving a shit. Any word on the new LC? There's nothing. That's not until the offseason. There's nothing on that.
Yeah. I hope to God they do their due diligence and look for a proper OC. I really do.
Listen to this. Stephen Carter says, Kenny on pace to throw for half of the amount of touchdowns in the same amount of games Mitch has started in his career. Kenny ain't it.
Jesus Christ. No, Kenny's not it.
Let me actually search that, bro. Because Pickett's played, what, 24 games?
Just about.
Kenny Pickett, where the fuck's it at? 13 touchdowns in his career.
Yeah, 13. Jesus Christ.
13 touchdowns. Mitch has thrown 70 in his career,
Yeah.
while obviously playing a lot more games. He doesn't even have half.
No.
Does he even have a quarter? I don't fucking know. I mean, you're right. He is on pace for that, though. He is on pace for that. Did Mitch ball out with Matt Canada? No. No one balled out with Matt Canada. Big Ben was old, bro. Big Ben's arm was shot. Of course he only threw one touchdown game with Canada. His arm was shot. He was old as fuck. He should have been retired.
Yeah, the Steelers stretch Ben's fucking career.
Mitch just sucks. Mitch sucks, and Kenny is a brand value, is a name value Mitch Trubisky. That's it. See where we're at. Your thoughts on Fields in Chicago? Knew this was gonna come up.
if you're implying,
No, the answer is no.
yeah, no.
The answer is no.
No.
Fields is not a good quarterback.
He's
He's very turnover heavy.
very inconsistent at that. No, thank you.
No, thank you. I'd like to see his dual threat ability, but no, he's not.
That's not going to get us far.
No, the Bears did a lot to surround him with good talent, and then still hasn't taken that massive leap.
Now, the Bears can thank the Panthers for that pick because they got the talent. The Bears got the talent that they need. All they need is a quarterback, and then boom.
Yeah.
So they can thank Carolina for that pick. But no to Fields. No.
No. If there's, I don't know, dude. Is there?
What?
The Steelers aren't going to trade for a quarterback.
No, they're not.
They're not signing Kirk Cousins. They're not going to trade for anybody. If they were to trade for somebody, it would be Fields because Tomlin likes him. But if there's anyone else, who is out there? Who else is out there? There's no one else out there for them to trade for if they elected to.
I honestly don't know.
So we need Browning.
Man.
Reconstruct available. What you think was going to happen? Well, tell that to the Steelers. They're the dumbasses that brought him back. They never should have brought him back after 2020. We even said after the 2020 season, you can go back and find it. We said it was going to be the same result, and guess what happened? Blowout.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that 3 years ago, bro. 3 years ago.
They could have gotten a head start at the quarterback position. Instead, they didn't do that.
God.
They just
Dude, their loyalty kicks them in the nuts a lot, bro. Oh, my God.
recently.
I was talking to Maxwell about this. Shout out to Maxwell.
Yeah.
He's his supervisor. I was talking to him about it. And even because he's a Bucs fan. And he was telling me the Steelers are so loyal. The Steelers are too loyal to their players and to their coaches.
Oh, yeah. He was telling me that, too. I'm like, you're absolutely right. But it's been kicking them in the balls for too long.
Yeah. Told him, man, it's a fucking blessing and a curse, but the last 10 years, it's been a massive curse. We kept players too long, way past their prime. We're keeping coaches way past their expiration date. In fact, most of Tomlin's coordinating guys has been because of his previous relationships.
Yeah.
Which heads back to loyalty. Am I catching a cold? I hope not. I just got off one for Thanksgiving.
Well, you know what will help with that?
That'll help with Thursday night as well.
Exactly.
If I'm not catching a cold yet, I might this Thursday, bro. Maybe that's because my voice is sounding shot. I don't know. That's what the Steelers are doing to me. That's what the Steelers are doing to us. Do we trade Pickett in the offseason? No.
No, they're not trading. Who's going to want Pickett?
We'll be lucky to get a 6th-round pick out of this guy, dude. No one wants Pickett.
Not even the Patriots want
Is he
Pickett.
even good enough to be a backup? Actually, you know what? Maybe he is. Because he's such a safe backup. Pickett is what you would want in a backup. Because he's not going to turn the ball over. He's going to be very safe. But he's not a starter.
No, he's not.
Not a starter.
No, he's not.
Trade Kenny for some of those Christmas chocolates. I'd rather trade him for some Christmas crap. Patriots throwing the tight end like always, and we never can cover. No, Derek, I'm glad you brought that up, bro. I'm very glad you brought that up because obviously we couldn't stop Trey McBride last week. If they want to involve Gesicki or Hunter Henry, they have zero fear to do so. Whether Atlanta Roberts is playing or not, he's going to be limited due to the groin. We're going to have Michael Walker starting. We're going to have Mark Robinson, who got bullied last week.
It does not help that we have 0 coverage linebackers now.
We're probably going to have Blake Martinez active. We might even elevate Miles Jack if Roberts can't go. Our linebackers are fucked.
See, the inside, because the injury's the inside linebacker, and I know he's got a broken left hand, but he'll still play. This is probably going to force the Steelers to put Minka more in the box than ever.
Yeah.
To which is going to leave the secondary bare because you don't have a deep safety, a full-time deep safety.
Actually, no. I trust Trenton Thompson.
No, Thompson's done well. Thompson's done well. I wouldn't say that he's a true deep safety, however.
No.
I won't go that far yet.
Obviously not, but I'd keep Minka on the tight end and leave Trenton Thompson up in Minka's spot. I'd run a lot of 3 safety sets.
To fill the void at inside linebacker, that's probably going to have to be something they do.
Yeah.
Even though the safety position is very fucking bare because Neil's still on IR, same with Elijah Riley.
I know. We got KZ and Thompson and Minka. That's
so
it.
both inside and safety, we still got starters in there, but it's fucking bare.
Yeah. So I'm glad you brought that up because I know the offseason is still a couple months away rather. Like 2 months away from now.
Yeah.
But, you look at the early needs for next year. A lot of people are going to put quarterback up there, and I agree with you. But the Steelers don't view it that way. So the most realistic are center, please. Left tackle, please. Safety depth. A true slot corner. And I would say an extra linebacker.
Yeah.
Because these injuries just keep piling up every fucking year. No matter who we get, no matter who we want to put at that position, there's always injuries, dude. We're always having to find someone off the streets to play that position. I swear to God, we cannot escape those injuries.
Well, that's why we got Blake Martinez and Miles Jack out of retirement.
That's how bad it is. They could be enjoying the holidays with their family instead. They got called out of retirement. Hey, bro, our linebackers keep getting hurt. You want to come over and make a couple bucks?
Where's Larry Foote at? Is he a coach for like the Bucks or something?
Probably.
Why not call his ass up? At this point.
Patriots are tanking this year? Yeah, they are. They're getting a quarterback.
They got the number 2 pick. Why would they not
Dude,
get a quarterback?
The Patriots should have the most exciting offseason out of a lot of teams because they sure as fuck have no money. Because who the hell are they going to pay? They have no money. They got to get rid of Belichick, so they should have a head coach search. They're going to need a whole new coaching staff. They need a new quarterback. They're going to need a fucking receiver.
They're going to need a lot.
In fact, depending on who they get at head coach, if they were to get rid of Belichick, Mike Evans might be a Patriot. and then they can draft one of the top quarterbacks. They could be running if everything goes right for the Patriots in the offseason. But it's up to Robert Kraft and company if they want to fucking pull the trigger.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
wish we could do that. Just fix the entire fucking coaching staff. Go get a fucking quarterback. I wish we could do that. How is Najee not getting blamed for stalling on the 1-yard line? He had no push. Najee didn't have push. I don't know how a 240-pound running back can't push in, but also, I mean, he was running right behind Mason Cole, and Mason Cole, bro, has like no push whatsoever.
Not only that, they were in fucking shotgun.
They were in shotgun.
Why are you going to run shotgun at the 1-yard line when you could just do a quarterback sneak? Like I'm sure any right-minded
Dude,
human being would.
Mitch was fresh off the bench.
You tell me you couldn't sneak it in with Mitch? He's done it before.
Ryan, dude, I don't think so, man. Ryan asked, do you guys think Watt will ever get to enjoy a playoff run? It's not looking good. TJ Watt has not won a playoff game. Minkah Fitzpatrick has not won a playoff game. TJ Watt has not won a playoff game.
That's fucking...
Cam Hayward has not won a playoff game since 2016.
That's fucking sad. That's really fucking sad. Minkah, Watt do not have playoff wins yet. Two of the best at their respective positions. At the pace that they're going, future Hall of Famers. Watt, no doubt. And he doesn't have a playoff win yet. How the fuck is that possible? And that's only going to continue.
Dude, this man puts everything into this fucking team. And we don't give him shit.
Nope.
And
nothing in return.
We will never give him shit.
Nothing in return.
We will never give him anything in
this
return.
This man in contract.
We gave him a big contract.
Dude, that's
well
the thing.
Deserved,
that's the thing.
Nothing.
This man in contract negotiations walked into the office with his agent and said, enough. Offer me what you want, and it's a deal. This man simply could have asked for more money than any player ever. Instead, he just took the offer and accepted it because that's the type of player and that's the type of person Watt is. Mm-hmm. He was what's the word I'm looking for? Selfless.
Very selfless.
In that moment. The man could have asked more. He could have pounded the table, demanded more money. He didn't do that.
Dude, you want to know something fucked up? J.J. Watt has a more recent playoff win than TJ.
What year?
2019 with the Texans when they beat the Bills in the wild card. I think. Yeah, 2019. Yep. Yeah, I remember that game. Yeah. J.J. Watt has a more recent playoff win than TJ. And TJ has been to the playoffs, what, two times after that?
2020, 2021.
Fucking quit.
Talk about holding a lot of talent down, bro. Holding them back.
Knight Rider puts it perfectly. AJ McCarron, Matt Moore, and Alex Smith are the quarterbacks of the team we beat in the last 3 playoff wins of the past 10 years. Yep. Dude, we even got blown out by Baker fucking Mayfield.
Blake Bortles. Tom Brady, what'd you expect? Pat Mahomes, what do you expect?
That's good shit, Jack. None of this is good shit, pal.
I like how we're having this discussion. You know, this just came out of nowhere during the Steelers Patriots.
Oh, I forget how it even happened.
Dude, I'm sorry. What?
Dude, that's how fucking boring this game is. We're not even talking about it. We talked about it for like 10 minutes, and then we're moving forward to all the other underlying issues with this stupid-ass team. Mike Tomlin, Kenny Pickett, TJ Watt and Minkah don't even have playoff wins when they've been 2 of the biggest MVPs of this team.
Players dancing while getting blown out.
Let's transition over, man. Let's transition.
But then it's okay. We're wearing our color rush uniforms.
Do I even have a color rush? I'm gonna check.
I know I have one.
I'm gonna check.
I have a Troy and I have a Connor.
You have a Troy color rush? You never wore them.
I decided to get a color rush Troy.
I got one. I got one. I got one. Y'all, who remembers that color rush Thursday night football game versus the Panthers, huh? They were wearing a color rush. They went off. That was their last really good convincing blowout victory.
Dilly.
That was in 2017. Shit, I might sport this on Thursday night. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to Ben. Why is the name tag so low? You know what's that? Name tag is like so low.
Yeah, I don't know.
Regardless.
I don't know.
Put that. Nope.
No. Ben will want it over here because he don't like Mason.
No. We gotta support Mason, bro. That's my guy. I'll put it right there.
All right.
That way I know that'll be my jersey for Thursday. Only because they're wearing the color rush. Otherwise, I would have sported my Mean Joe Green.
Yep.
Which, by the way, in case you guys didn't know, shout out to Sterling for this. Arizona, the first time they beat us in Heinz Field, in our home, in Pittsburgh, since 1969, which was Mean Joe Green's rookie year. Yeah, that's how fucking long it's been since Arizona's beaten the Steelers in Pittsburgh. And they finally did it. All right, well, since we're on the topic of Steelers and Patriots, let's transition back here. There's not much to talk about in the game, but let's talk about the history. We all know the history. It's not really good on the Steelers' part.
No. I mean, if we want to talk about good history against the Patriots, Joe Hayden's interception.
I was going to say, man.
That's the one great moment. Who could ever forget that? Took off work for that.
Yeah.
Glad we did.
That's the first time
we did.
That was the first time we ever played hooky with our job, bro, and it was worth it. And yes, that was the game after we lost to the Raiders that same fucking year.
Yeah, 20.
And we beat the fucking Patriots in Heinz Field because Joe Hayden is a goddamn savage. That game meant a lot to me, man. That was our Super Bowl that year, bro. That's how fucking low our success, our wins are, is that we can finally beat Tom Brady. Yeah. But I'll fucking take it. That win meant a lot to me. We didn't make the playoffs that year, but that win meant a lot.
Yep.
Needed that, dude. Needed that. And for what it's worth, the last time we faced Tom Brady, Mitch was able to close it out. So, go Mitch. Go Mitch!
Yeah, but since then, when he's had to come in, he hasn't done good.
I'll say this, though. What was it? Last year, we faced the Patriots in week 2. We lost.
Yeah, I remember that one.
The last time we faced them before that was in 2019. We lost.
Yeah.
So the Patriots have a 2-win streak on us.
Yeah, they do.
And like I said, I think Tomlin is 4-8 versus Belichick. I think. Here, let me double check. No, he's probably 3-8. 3-8. Hold on, let me check.
3.
Give me a minute. Let me check.
That was 2007. He became head coach.
Give me a minute. 1-1. What the fuck? 1-1. 1, 2, 1, 3. Fuck, hold on.
God damn it, bro. Count.
1-1. 1-2. 2-2.
2-3. 2-4. 2-5. 2-6. 2-7. 3-7. 3-8. 3-9.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mike Tomlin is 3-9 versus the Patriots. Versus Bill Belichick.
Eesh.
Oof.
Does he get win number 4?
No. And that's why like some might view this as a fucking Tomlin special, but Bill Belichick has always outcoached Mike Tomlin, so I don't view it as a Tomlin special. If he gets outcoached by Bill Belichick in this season, that's a problem. This is Bill Belichick's worst season of his entire fucking career. And if we still lose to this old bastard that doesn't know how to smile,
you know, we're on the Pittsburgh.
we're on the Pittsburgh. But hold on, let me see. Let me see his
man.
fucking.
Yeah, this is his worst season.
This is his worst season. Because otherwise, his worst season prior to that was his first year in New England. 5-11.
And you got to start somewhere.
Wow. Wow.
So
This is their worst season since 2000. Holy shit. Wow.
Yep.
That says a lot. Says a lot about this football team. Which, again, goes to show you we cannot lose this game. We just can't.
We should not lose this game.
No.
But hey, it's Mike Tomlin leading the way, you know. It's Mike Tomlin preparing his team.
Yeah. John Doe says Mitch Trubisky, 181 touchdown, 1 interception. I actually agree. I agree. Are y'all ready for a restart? Can y'all handle a couple losing seasons? I think you guys are ready. I'm ready. I've been ready. Because I know it's necessary.
If it means hitting the reset button, yes. Because that's what we need.
Because I know it's necessary.
And
Dude, I was ready after 2020.
dude,
We said after we got blown out by the Browns, we said get rid of Ben, run with Mason, let's see what you got, and then go get a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Get a jump start on your quarterback search. I was ready then. That was 3 years ago. And now I'm ready now. I'm ready now.
Yeah.
We'll go through a couple down years. We'll go through a couple losing seasons to get where we have to go again. Every team goes through it. Whatever this is the last couple years, dude, I don't even know what to call it, but it's not fun to watch, bro. It's not fun to watch. Robert, I agree. Jesse James did cock that ball.
yes, he did.
He did. There's been a lot of bad moments for us Steelers fans versus the Patriots, versus Bill Belichick. A lot of bad moments. The 2004 AFC Championship game that crushed our season.
Yep.
Almost sent Jerome packing before Ben convinced him to come back, and we won the next year. The blowout in the AFC Championship games.
2017.
Especially 2017, the 2016 season.
Yeah.
The Jesse James catch, which was a catch, by the way. It was a fucking catch. I don't care what anyone says.
And then after the Patriots won the Super Bowl, lost in their stadium, week 1.
Yeah, they blew us out after they tied us for most Super Bowl wins.
Yeah.
Who could forget the 2015 opener? We got blown out. Gronkowski had like 3 fucking touchdowns.
Yeah, he fucking cooked Robert Golden and
Terrence Garvin.
yeah, my God. I don't know what the Steelers were thinking with those two covering Gronk.
I don't know. It was a disaster. I can think of so many more, and I'd rather not to. But we have had our good share. We've had our good share. We beat Matt Castle. We beat Brady in Heinz Field with Joe Hayden's interception. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's it. Take her or leave it. Duck Hodges is waiting by the bayou. Bring him back. Bro, Duck hasn't played football in a while.
No, he's retired.
Dude, what's the difference between Duck Hodges and Trace McSorley? There's no difference.
They both have charisma.
They both have charisma, and they're both famous for reasons outside of football.
McSorley's famous for his fucking song. And
Throw it on a dime. He's wearing number 9.
and Devlin's famous because he's a duck caller.
Yeah, Duck.
And he's married to a country singer. Lucky him.
Lucky him, absolutely. McSorley can rap. I haven't listened to him rap.
I don't desire to.
I don't desire to.
I didn't even like Bell's rapping, okay?
Who remembers Trace McSorley when he came in for that one Ravens game and threw a fucking touchdown to Hollywood Brown and almost gave us a heart attack?
Yeah, that was during the COVID year, the Wednesday game.
Yeah.
Because it kept getting delayed because Baltimore was contagious with that damn thing.
Oh, everyone wasn't it, weren't they?
No, but Baltimore, they couldn't contain it.
No.
They could not contain it.
They didn't know how to wash their hands. They didn't know proper hygiene. McSorley is garbage. No, McSorley's garbage. McSorley is terrible.
He's just a quarterback body. That's all
He's
he
fucking
is.
terrible. How do you break your hand playing the 2-10 Cardinals? I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know on what play it happened.
No, I don't recall either.
The way it's going, Juju might have a good game against his former team. Stillberg, I wouldn't be surprised. Juju's homecoming, if you even want to call it that.
Does he get a touchdown?
You guys feel that we should start Mason over Mitch? Yes. Yes, we've been saying that.
Do you not see the sign?
We've been saying that since Kenny got hurt on Sunday. Mason wasn't a terrible starter, and I feel like he has a lot more confidence and poise than Mitch. Yes.
He does.
Thank you.
He does.
He's not afraid to sling the football. It's what his offense needs. Start Mason Rudolph, please. Please.
What do y'all think our record will be at the end of the season? 9-8.
9-8.
Telling you, Tomlin's looking at the schedule like, okay, I just need this one and that one, and I'm good.
Yeah.
That's it.
Good afternoon. All right, so I was just looking at the schedule and looking at the totality of the situation, and I was looking at the advances of what we can make for this upcoming week. And I realized we're 7-4. What's
7-5.
7-5.
7-5, coach.
And we were 7-4, and then we lost. That's a bad day at the office. But 7-5, we just need 2 more wins, and we're pretty much in the playoff picture.
And then we'll look at the we'll have good fluidity for this Patriots game. Why does Tomlin talk like that?
I don't know. I would start McSorley. I would not. McSorley is one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL.
No. Didn't he start a game before for Arizona?
Yeah, he sucked.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Najee's injury.
Yeah, that popped up.
I'm going to search Twitter, see if there's more information. I haven't really been on Twitter since I've got home. So, Najee Harris.
I have not heard anything. I really haven't.
Injury. See if there's any update. You also want to bring up what he said about Mitch, which it's a non-story, but people keep bringing it up.
Well, for anybody that may not know, he was asked today by the media about Trubisky's leadership. What he simply said was, it's fine, I guess. So he was asked a follow-up question. The question was, how would you describe his style? Najee just said vocal, I guess. I mean, listen, what I get from that is Najee is never a fan of the media. He doesn't like talking to the media.
Well, he's also coming off a loss versus the fucking Cardinals.
And if the knee injury is legit, if it's nothing, like ridiculous like Chuck's was because of what he stated about Canada's ridiculousness.
Right.
He got benched because, he wanted better. If it's nothing like that with Najee, and if his knee injury is legit, maybe he's just upset and bummed that he's injured. He doesn't want to be injured at this time. That could be a reasoning.
Or he's just upset that they lost to the Cardinals and they know they shouldn't have.
That could be one too.
Maybe he's beating himself up because he couldn't get into the end zone. It could be a plethora of things. Could be maybe he's frustrated in Pittsburgh and wants out. I don't know. I think it's a non-story, but people are kind of blowing it up.
Well, that's Steelers media for you, or just media in general.
That's media in general, exactly. Najee and Deontay might want out. Well, they can go. The truth is, we've already found their replacements.
And pretty much.
I'd trade them in a package. That's what I would do. It's not hard to find the replacements. It's not. Granted, I know Deontay's route running is very quintessential to our offense and to Pickens and everyone else's success, but, I mean, come on.
Now, Deontay's really getting on my nerves lately. Like, he's really been irritating the shit out of me with his shenanigans.
Deontay is having the most Deontay season yet. Because he got hurt, go figure. Then he came back, had a good couple games, got his touchdown. We all had a new sense of appreciation. And ever since then, he's just having up and down games where he's dropping passes, he's running backwards, he's having these antics on social media, he's dancing to a touchdown in garbage time when we're fucking losing. People may not think that as a big deal, but I view that as, do you care about your touchdown or do you care about winning the football game?
Yeah.
Where do your priorities lie? You play to win, not to play to fucking, look at me, look at my stats, Look what I can do. Watch this.
Or go out there during a rep and not give any effort.
Yeah, all because you dropped a touchdown pass earlier. Like, bro, just get your head in the, like, yeah, I fucked up, but let's go to the next game. Let's go to the next play. No, he's not AB. No one. Antonio Brown is he's special. Okay, let me just put it that way. He was special and he is special. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
There will never be another AB. There will never be another AB. And that means a lot of things. But Deontay is not. Not. No receivers ever is going to be like that. No. Mentally, still, he's not like that, though. He's not. He's
never come off that way.
Not,
I don't think he ever will.
He's not out there like AB. He's not. He'll respond to certain things on social media, which, I mean, I thought Daryl Drake was all about shutting out the noise, but here we are. He'll say certain things on social media about certain actions, or he'll say things in the media and stuff like that, but it's nothing towards the angle of an AB.
No.
Wouldn't give away a 7th round pick for Deontay, then you're... Nah, Deontay, if we can get a second for Claypool, come on, dog.
Yeah, maybe we can finesse. You know, the Panthers want a receiver.
They can have a fucking receiver.
You know, they tried to make a move for a wide receiver.
I'll take an early 2nd round pick.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Come on, bro. It'll be like Joey Porter Jr. all over again.
Why the hell not?
Let's see. Also, Kenny gotta go. Sorry, says KG Beats. No, I don't disagree, bro. I don't disagree. Where am I at? Who do you guys want at the OC position? Clint Kubiak, the Dolphins passing game coordinator, the Eagles passing game coordinator. I forget their names.
Yeah.
But there's another one that we were really into. Of course, the one guy the Bills just got rid of.
Ken Dorsey.
Yeah, the scapegoat. I mean, he would be a massive improvement. Any one of those guys would be a massive improvement, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
Clint Kubiak is probably on the top of my list, though. Just because, I mean, he's the Niners passing game coordinator. He's right under Kyle Shanahan. I mean, come on.
He's Gary's son.
Yeah.
Gary Kubiak's son.
Kubiak's son. He has the bloodlines. I mean, it's like Shanahan all over again. Next head coach, I haven't got that far.
I mean, listen. There's candidates out there.
You know who I would like? Ben Johnson.
I was just about to get there. One of the candidates right there is fucking Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
You know, Ben Johnson would be a great. He's definitely going to be a future head coach. I think he'll be a great one. One guy is obviously Eric Bieniemy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the guy arguably should already be a head coach in the NFL.
Oh, he would take a head coach job anywhere right now. I mean, I know he's kind of already lined up in Washington, but...
Yeah, because Ron Rivera ain't sticking there. And if Washington gives Bieniemy that job offer, you know Bieniemy's going to take it.
Yeah.
You know he's going to want to lead that team, or any team. But Bieniemy's definitely an option out there. This is a more so a dream scenario. I'm just spitballing here.
Who are you referring to?
Bruce Arians.
What?
Yeah. Bruce Arians.
What?
Him to come out of retirement once again, come back to the team where he made an impact, where he made a name for himself. You know, I'm sure he's still got a good relationship with the Rooney family. I'm sure that they would welcome him with open arms.
I have to disagree.
Please explain.
We need someone that is younger, more modern, someone that is waiting for a head coach opportunity, not someone from previous experience, not one of these aging guys.
And I understand your mentality.
That is out of touch.
I understand that, and I do.
No, I love Bruce,
and I do agree with you.
And he's a phenomenal head coach.
I do agree with you.
Future Hall of Fame head coach.
But I get this feeling that Bruce is just not yet done coaching. Like, he's retired a couple times.
Well, he's a senior. He's a consultant, I think, for them now.
For the Buccaneers, yeah. Yeah. I just get this feeling that Bruce may want to may have the urge to coach again, because when it comes to Bruce Arians, I mean, he loves football completely. Like, the man just can't escape the sport.
True.
Whatsoever. And, his impact as a head coach, is very known. One of the greatest coaches out there. And he's the type of coach that would not put up with any bullshit.
Sure,
But would not settle with
but
this.
he's older.
I understand that.
Like, was he 70-something years old?
Something like that. Is 71 years old, says I am happy.
Oh, there you go.
So, again, a dream scenario, just spitballing. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it.
I have to disagree with you, brother.
Hey, that's you. If you feel like, that's not going to happen, then
No, we need a younger minded coach. Someone that fits the offensive style nowadays.
I get that, and I'm right there with
We need
you.
someone ready to burst onto the scene. Someone that's been under a successful coaching tree, and is just waiting to, get that head coaching job, like a Ben Johnson. Like, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Like kind of like what Mike McDaniel is doing right now. That's something we could do with like a Clint Kubiak. Obviously, I make him an offensive coordinator first, but I wouldn't dig up, the old timers.
I get that. It also doesn't help that, he had to retire. Arians, he had to retire because of health reasons.
Yeah.
Traveling and everything. He had to retire, had to take care of himself. So the urge to coach for Arians, it probably still is within him, I'm sure, but he knows he can't do it.
No.
Because of health reasons. And rightfully so. He's got to put health first. Got to take care of himself.
Jim Harbaugh. I mean, I'm sure he'd gladly take an NFL coaching gig again, an NFL head coach gig again.
Yeah, his name's been speculated around many teams.
He's a very successful coach.
Many teams. His name was brought up for the Raiders. His name was brought up for the Panthers now since they got rid of Frank Reich.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't mind Jim Harbaugh. He's been out the NFL a little bit, but at least he's had NFL success.
yeah.
Now, young doesn't mean better, but it's along the right track. It means that they are. It would tell me that the Steelers aren't exactly fully out of touch.
But it's also a tradition of the Steelers. When they hired Noel, he was a young DC out of Baltimore, the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Young DC. They went with a young-minded coach to lead the charge. Then they went with Bill Cowher, who was a young-minded defensive coordinator out of Kansas City.
Mm.
And they went with a young guy. They continued that tradition from Noel to Bill. And they did it with Tomlin, coming out of Minnesota.
Yeah, so it's a three DC, tradition.
Yeah, but the DC tradition, I'm talking about the young tradition. They go young coaches. The DC tradition, that's got to stop.
No,
They need to go offensive minded.
There's like only one head coach I can think of right now off the top of my head that was a former DC that succeeded as a head coach, and even succeeding is you can say successful, but also at this stage now they are very underwhelming. I would say Sean McDermott. He's one of the few defensive coordinator turned head coaches that succeeded. Otherwise, most of them are very offensive heavy. Sirianni, Shanahan, McVay, Daniels, guys like that.
Right.
Even, what's his name? Dan Campbell, I believe.
No, he's tight ends coach.
Yeah, but he's an offensive coach.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a common theme there. I think that's the trend the Steelers got to go. It's just a matter of when will they? Probably not for a while. Merle Hodge for OC. I'd rather bring in like a Merle Hodge for us. He is a scout.
He is a scout.
He is a scout for us.
Or was. I don't know if he is anymore. I don't know if I know he was. I don't think he is anymore.
That's a mistake. He's not a scout no more?
No.
I thought he was. Really?
Yeah.
Well, I would bring him back as a scout.
You know, since we're talking, candidates for head coach, if Tomlin were to go, another name that just, came out of nowhere right now. Brian Flores. Brian Flores. I just said, get away from the DCs and everything like that, but Flores was wrongfully fired by Miami.
Right.
There was speculation and there was discussions about, control, who he really wanted at quarterback and how he wanted to run the team and everything. But the way he ran the team, the Dolphins were really on the right path,
True.
Brian Flores was having very, very good success. He really brought that team up from what they were before. And I feel like Flores is definitely deserving of another head coaching opportunity.
No, he'll get one.
With us, I don't know if it will happen, though.
He'll definitely get one. I don't mind Flores at all.
Recently, he was the one coach.
If he wanted the lateral as DC, I'd bring him back.
I bring him. I think he should have gotten the promotion.
I agree. He should have gotten the promotion.
Should have gotten the promotion.
A head coach, maybe. I don't know. I feel like he's got to build his way back up. Because his last 2 years in Miami were pretty successful, winning records.
Yeah.
What was it, like 10-6 the one year and 9-8 the other? Obviously, the Dolphins are much better off without him. But yeah, I'd bring him in as a DC first. That's what I would do.
No, because Terrell Austin's not. I think he's another guy that needs to go.
No, the entire coaching scheme, everything coaching needs to go. Every coach, all the scheme needs replaced.
A clean sweep.
Tomlin, obviously Canada went, but fucking Pat Meyer, Terrell Austin, all of it. All that's got to go. All that has got to go. It is so stale. It's all outdated. It is so basic. It's absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
In fact, most of Terrell Austin's scheming is Mike Tomlin's. Because Mike Tomlin still runs the defense. You wonder why linebackers are on receivers? That's a Mike Tomlin issue. We used to blame it on. Why is Keith Butler putting linebackers on receivers? Well, we're still seeing it, and Butler already admitted that Mike Tomlin was the one calling the shots when he was just the character in the uniform. So, there you have that.
No, but bringing Flores in as DC, I think that would be great. That would be a great addition, a great change at DC. Because what he's doing in Minnesota is actually very good.
Right.
Considering what Minnesota was last year, they were terrible. Minnesota's defense was terrible.
Oh
this year, they're very serviceable, very competitive. Danielle Hunter's having his best season.
Yep.
Harrison Smith, although he's he's up there in age, he's still a productive safety.
Yeah, because I know he's going to want a head coaching gig, and he's definitely going to be a name that's going to get a lot of attention in that role somewhere, probably this offseason, right? Maybe for the Panthers or for maybe even the Patriots want him back, right? I don't know if they get rid of Belichick.
Yeah.
He's going to have offers thrown at him, but if he wants the lateral, I love that. But first we got to get rid of Austin. Whether they want to do that or not, I don't know. Austin's having a very up and down year, but I don't think it's cutting.
See, Nicholas says in the chat, Flores as an assistant head coach / DC.
Yeah, we could have done that. We could have promoted him to that. That would have been perfect.
Yeah.
That would have been absolutely perfect.
Because Flores was the one guy recently that Tomlin, a notable coach that Tomlin brought in. After Flores was fired by Miami and dealing with his lawsuit between the Dolphins and the NFL.
Right.
Tomlin brought him in to give him a job, and Flores did his job as the senior defensive assistant inside linebackers coach.
Right.
And Flores did what he did with that position. He got a job. He got a job in the NFL. He could have been unemployed that whole year, but Tomlin gifted him a job offer.
Right. Oh, I keep forgetting. Yeah, Austin did get an interview for college. I forget what was. I forget what college it was.
Syracuse.
Syracuse, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have to replace DC, and at that point, yeah, Thomas should call up Florida.
It wouldn't be the first time a coach of ours was offered a coaching role to go back to college. Son Sherritt, remember him?
Yeah.
Was it Son Sherritt?
No, it was Adrian Clem.
That's who it was.
He went to the Ducks.
Yeah. Yeah, he was supposed to leave after his last season, but he ended up leaving a couple games before the end of the season.
Right.
He just dipped. He said, "Fuck this team. I'm going to Oregon."
Can't blame him.
No, Adrian Clem, man, he didn't do good.
No. I mean, none of our O-line coaches have done good.
Pat Meyer ain't doing much better.
No. Not at all. So, yeah, I mean, I keep forgetting about that. So, Terrell Austin could definitely be gone shortly. And in that case, yeah, we're going to have to replace it. And it's up to the Vikings if they're going to give us permission to interview him. Otherwise, I'm sure he would gladly come back. Sure, him and Tomlin have a great reputation. Sure, him and Minka have a good relationship as well. So, I mean, it's kind of aims in that direction. But I don't know, man. I know that's still for the offseason, but I feel like, we really just want the offseason to be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But before that, we got to get to this boring-ass Patriots versus Steelers game, and that's for Thursday night, which obviously, as you guys know, we'll be live for it. So can't wait to see you guys share our boredom, our frustrations, and our incredibly limited excitement. So in that case, yeah, we'll see you guys then, man. So we're going to call it a live stream. We're going to call it for episode 36 of the Steel Culture Podcast. So appreciate you guys for joining us tonight for not only the preview, which was very, it wasn't really even a preview. There's not much to preview for probably the worst game of the NFL season, but just for bringing up a lot of interesting discussion about this Steelers team, man, as we hopefully don't fall to another 2-10 team, because if we do, then you might as well wrap this season up like a Christmas present and just burn it. Just absolutely burn it. Put it on someone's doorstep, fill it with dog shit, and just have them stomp it out for us. Please, for the love of God, call the shit poop. Let's do something, bro. Seriously, bro. Like, that's the state of this team right now, bro. But we're just gonna continue to watch because, we're Steelers fans. We're diehards, we ride till the season's up, and before we know it, the season will be done. So we're just gonna keep watching, keep rooting for this team. And Mitch will be starting, so he will have our support. We were hoping we'd get the Mitch we saw versus the Bucs, versus the Bengals last year. But obviously we don't trust them. But hopefully the Steelers can walk out with a dub. Hopefully the defense can do their part and get some turnovers and give our offense a decent chance to get some very limited points on the board. If we can do that, maybe we can advance to 8-5. But otherwise, we'll see you guys then for Thursday Night Football. My God, this is going to be boring, bro. We got the night call on deck, bro. Oh, God. I'll be asleep before the game even hits, bro. Seriously.
I'm falling asleep already.
I'm falling asleep just thinking about it.
Steelers Patriots, man. Thursday Night Football, prime time. We got Mitch Trubisky versus Bailey Zappe. We got Bill Belichick versus Mike Tomlin.
That's going to put some butts in seats, man. I don't know about you guys. This is a must watch. This is top grade, elite level NFL television on Prime Video. Fuck you, Bezos.
One team's going to have to win this game.
What? Okay, before we get on out of here, man, what is your guys' score predictions? That's what I want to hear. Keep in mind, the under or the over-under is 30. Take the under. If you're a betting man, take the under. Do we score a touchdown? Does anyone score a touchdown? Let me tell you what, man. The polls for Thursday are going to be fun. I already got ideas going. 6-3 Steelers. I like that. We got, as long as we win, I like that. Dude, if the Chargers couldn't score, how are we going to score on the Patriots? Watch Mitch put up 35, bro. Come on. You know that's not happening. I say we win 19-13. Wow, you have over 30 points. 6-3 Pats. Oh, God. 16-9 Steelers.
And that's up to just about what we average per game.
Yeah. 10-3 Steelers, 13-3 Pats, 10-7 Steelers, 16-6 Pats, 16-13 Steelers win. Mitchburg, let's ride. I got to find my shirt.
See, I'm yawning thinking of the game.
I don't-
You're not going to wear that shirt, are you?
If I can find it. I don't remember if I got rid of it or not.
I don't have it no more. I know that.
Maybe I got rid of it. I don't know. Maybe. I think I did. I got to find it. If I can't find it, then whatever. I'll be sporting Ben. You guys know that. And we'll be sporting for Mason Rudolph to see some fucking football time because no one trusts Mason Rudolph. We'll see you guys then on Thursday
We
night.
don't trust Mr. Trubisky.
What'd I say?
We don't trust Mason Rudolph.
No, I trust Mason Rudolph.
I trust Rudolph to lead the sleigh.
Yeah, we're going to need him to ride this sleigh. And when I mean sleigh, I mean S-L-A-Y because it's a slang every goddamn week watching this.
Rudolph, the strong arm quarterback. He's got a very shiny arm. He can sling the ball down the field, yeah, while Mitch is scared to turn it over.
49-42 shootout, bro. Says Dorf Derp.
Bro, this game is going to outdo Rams and Chiefs Monday night. I'm telling you right now.
We're getting out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Make tomorrow a strong one as for Thursday we got to induce more stressful Steelers football. So see you guys then, man. Appreciate you guys joining us tonight. Love all y'all. And have a good night, man.
And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Peace!
Yeah, I'd much rather watch paint dry. I swear to God. And yes, I had to put Juju in the fucking thumbnail because Juju, oh my God. The most mid-fucking receiver, I swear to God, bro. Love Juju. I do.
A lot of the fan base
bro,
overhyped him.
But, bro, he is mid. He is mid. Watch him score a touchdown on us. Watch him score a touchdown on Levi Wallace. I swear to God if I called it. I swear to God.
If there's one corner to allow it, it is Wallace.
I might just bet on it just for shits and giggles. I'll bet on the under, though, for sure. Wow.
You know what's funny? He wears number 7 now. Maybe it's because he misses Ben.
Well, that's why I'm going to wear 7 on Thursday. Not only because it's my only color rush jersey, but because I do miss Ben. I miss Prime Ben. I miss Prime Ben. Hold on. Nicholas says Big Ben on his podcast say he would rather like to see Mason play over Mitch. Even Ben said it.
Is that what he said?
Even Ben said it. If Nicholas said it, then I believe him.
I mean, you got the sources, bro. So
I haven't listened to one of his podcasts in a minute. I got to start doing that, especially during work. But, yeah, dude, I agree. I 1,000% agree with Ben Roethlisberger. See, he knows what he's talking about. Yeah.
We do not care.